Hey guys, thanks for stopping in today and checking out today's video. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who stopped in and checked out my little intro video that I did last week. If you haven't seen that already, go back, check that out. Gives a brief introduction of myself, who I am, and also why I created this channel and what I'm planning on doing with it here going forward. So in today's video, I am going to be going over my bow setups. I am rocking two different bows this year for the 2023 season. But a little backstory into the start of my off season. I actually wound up cracking the limbs on my new bow. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, if it's a little defect or what, but I'm usually very careful with my equipment because I need it to last me the entire season. So I got the new limbs in, put the stock strings back on, just to make sure everything was rocking smooth. But I did get some new strings in. I got the Vapor Trail VTX strings that are going onto my bow here, and then also I picked up a new sight. I am rocking the dialed Arxo sight, but let's get these new strings on and then we will get into my bow setups. So we got the D-loop all tied on here, strings are in place. Now it is time to throw it into the drawboard and make sure everything is timed up. Alright, so we got the bow all timed up, got everything put in place, D-loop, peep sight, all that good stuff. Draw weight is set. Next up, we are going to do the paper tune. So we wound up, started out tear left a little bit, worked our way in thanks to that micro adjust. This here, that's just a tear from the fletching, so we actually wound up nice bullet hole, nice bullet hole. Now it is time for what you guys are here for, what this video is really about. And this is about my bow setups for 2023. So first off, this is my Bear Whitetail Legend Pro. So I picked this bow up last August, right before hunting season. Wanted a little bit shorter bow, something a little bit more lightweight, that was going to be very nice for me to move around in the saddle. I hunt a lot of trees that are just tight quarters. So this bow really made a big difference in the trees that I could hunt with a bunch of branches in it. So what I have on this setup, I put on the new Vapor Trail VTX Flow Green with the black serving, and then I just added the white, had them add the white speed knocks on there. Okay, I am rocking the Vapor Trail Gen 7 rest on there. I've had this rest for a few years. It's seen, actually, this is the third bow that this rest has been on. Absolutely love this rest. It is a limb driven, so cable runs up here to the top limb. It's so easy to tune, so easy to set up. Phenomenal rest, and I honestly seen a tremendous difference from this from a regular drop away rest to this limb driven rest in my accuracy. Another thing about it, it is super quiet. There is no smacking of your riser, none of that. So I really love that about that rest. This is just a cheap True Glow sight that I picked up last year. Super lightweight sight, but one nice thing is the pins in there I don't know if you can see them or not, but the pins in there start out at a 0.19 at the top, and then they get smaller as they drop down. Now I took out my 5th pin. Actually, I kept my 5th pin. I think I took out my 2nd pin and left the 3rd, 4th, and 5th pin in there. I don't shoot this bow past the 50-yard mark. So I run the Sirius Apollos. Yes, these are some old arrows. I mean, I've been shooting these arrows now for a couple seasons, so the name is rubbed off on them. And this year I switched them up to a 3-fletch, rocking a little pink lemonade color on there with the Q2I veins. So with this arrow, I run a 100 grain insert and then a 150 grain broadhead for deer season. This arrow does get up to 625 grains when it's all said and done. Do I need that much? No, I don't. I know that. I know you don't need a 625 grain arrow. But what I do love is how well this arrow shoots for me. I've been shooting a little bit heavier setup out of this Whitetail Legend Pro here, and they just shoot phenomenally. So that is my Whitetail Legend Pro. Okay. Oh, one last little piece. I did just add this here for turkey season. So right here, it is the bow pod by DIY Bow Hunting. Take 2 arrows with inserts. These are a couple of Sirius 200 spines that I had laying around. I was messing around with, never use them. I cut these down to 14 inches, and it's just simple as this. Screw them in, tighten them up, perfect, good to go, and those will set down nicely onto the ground for the ground blind. It'll be really nice for me for turkey season. I've always ran into the issue where I'm leaning my bow up against the blind. Well, that's just not ideal, or I'm leaning it and the broadhead is poking into the side of my blind. I don't like holes in my stuff. So that's gonna be a nice addition for me. So that is the Whitetail Legend Pro. Let's get on to the next one. All right, now on to the new bow. This is my new Bear Refine EKO. This is Bear's 2022 flagship bow. I know why buy a 2022 flagship bow when their new Execute just came out. Well, I was waiting on the Execute, but I wasn't sure when my local dealer was going to get that in, and then they had a sale on this, $300 off. I took advantage of that sale and wound up picking this bow up. So what I got rocking on this bow, I went with the white and purple for my new strings. These are the Vapor Trail VTX strings. Okay, got those put on. You guys saw that a little bit ago. And then I'm also rocking the new, for me, Gen 7X by Vapor Trail as well. So the Gen 7X, what is so nice about this rest, it's the exact same as the Gen 7, except for what they added was micro adjustability, and then also they gave you a level, and this one comes with the bottom limb adapter. Okay, so the micro adjustability, super simple to tune that up. Got it all paper tuned just a little bit ago, and the accuracy is just gonna be, I just know it's gonna be great with what Vapor Trail is putting out for arrow rests there. The new dialed Arxos is what I added onto this bow. I know, expensive sight, I get it, but these are some hometown guys of my from back in my hometown. They created this company 2 2 years ago now, I do believe. They just got their first batch of sights out right before hunting season this last year, 2022. So they've been through some trials and errors with their stuff, and I was not skeptical, but I was up and down, you know, do I want it? Yes, but I need the right bow for it. And that's where this Berry Fine is going to be so nice to have this added to it. I went with their Mag 3V, or their 3V mag is what they call it. So that is a 3-pin. I'm guessing I'm gonna get this sight out to probably that 85-ish, 80, 85-ish with just the top pin, the single pin. But when you do that, I have those bottom 2 pins, so I'm guessing I'm gonna be able to practice out a little bit further. I'm probably gonna get just over that 100-yard mark. Went with the purple void dial on there to match. Actually, I bought the strings to match the dialed sight. Just something new, something a little bit out there for me. The reason I picked this bow up, I love the 30-inch, but it's not nearly as forgiving to me as this 33 inches. So this bow in my hand is just rock solid. A little bit more weight to it, obviously more weight, more stability. It feels good. The release feels good. There's no vibration, no hand shock, none of that, and it's shooting straight. I had no issues with tuning this bow. Bear's EKO cam system has been phenomenal to me, and super simple to work on myself here in my little basement shop that I got. But I got this because I wanted to get into a little bit more 3D archery type stuff. There's some local shoots in Minnesota here that happen, so I want to travel to those and do a few of those this year. I didn't get in time for TAC, but that is all right. And also, I do plan on doing some out west stuff. I plan on an antelope hunt this year, so that's where I really needed something that was gonna get me out a little bit further. So the arrows that I am rocking for this bow setup, these are the new Geminis from Sirius. It is their lower GPI arrow, and I got these set up to about 485 for weight. Up front, running a 75 grain insert, and then I am running a 125 grain field point on there. I'll be running 125 broadheads, and then 3 fletch with a Q2i. Alright guys, so that's what I got for today's video. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about my bows and my setups that I got for 2023. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and if you could hit that like and subscribe, it would be much appreciated. We'll catch you in the next one.